girls, we can look at two objects and we can just see which one is larger than the other, which one is longer than the other. In this case, some of us we might have been able to just see this one's bigger. But what if I couldn't tell? What if I looked at it and I can't tell which one is bigger? What do? I can't tell. I'm so confused. Emily, how can I tell which one is bigger? Oh, do you want to come do it for me? Can you show me how? So Emily says that I can put them side by side to see which one is bigger. Go ahead, take it off. Yeah. Well, you can just leave one and then put that one exactly where you were going to tell me. How do I know? How can I measure it? Oh, so you can put them right next to each other, but if I didn't want to put them on top of each other, could I maybe put them next to each other like this, Emily? Yeah, I think that's the same, right? Would I put it up here in the middle, or would I line it up? I would line it up, yeah. Good. So I couldn't tell before which one was bigger. But now, since I lined them up on the bottom, I can tell this one is bigger. Okay, so the next activity we're going to do, you guys have already done. And it's the partner match with these strips of paper. Again? Yeah, again. We're going to practice. Do you want to know what? Thank you. So the main idea with this activity is that we're going to practice lining up our pieces of paper. So if I have this strip of paper and I need to find my partner, and Feng has this strip of paper, and I can see it maybe from far away, they kind of look the same. I'm going to go up to Feng, and I'm going to make sure, would I see if we're the same this way? Maybe just to be sure I would line them up, right? On the bottom. Well, we're making sure we're using the long side of our strips. So we're measuring them. What if I had this strip of paper and Kashaya had this strip of paper, and from far away, they could be the same. They might be the same. How would I be sure? Who can tell me? How would I be sure that they're the same or they're different? How would I be sure? Justin, how would I be sure? I would line them up. Oh my goodness, that was close. I thought maybe. Okay, boys and girls. So, I'm going to give you a couple minutes. Yep, I'm going to pass them out, and then I'll give you a couple minutes, and everyone can try and find your partner. Mr. Robert, do you want to play?
Sure.
Do you need an extra?
Okay.
I'm just going to give you random parts. So once I give it to you, you can stand up on the carpet, and you can try and start comparing to your partners. Thank you, Angela. Okay. Once I give it to you, you can stand up and start comparing to your friends. Yeah, you're welcome. Emily?
I think we're the same, right?
Wait,
And Tovan?
I think mine is
Who needs one?
big.
Do you have one, Marcus? Oh, we don't have boys and girls. This activity maybe didn't go so well just because I cut too many pieces of paper and there were some friends here, so some of us didn't have partners. But if we had partners, how would we know that our papers were the same? Who can tell me how we would know that our papers were the same? Well, how would we know our papers were the same? What would we do to make sure that our lengths were the same? Would we look at them far apart? Would we compare them side by side and line them up? Right? Okay, thank you. So our next activity is the one that I was explaining in the beginning, where we're going to compare our body parts to this index card. Everyone's going to get a card that looks like this. and it's going to have arrows on it. And the arrows are going to tell you that this is the side you're using to compare your body part. Okay? Are you going to use this side?
No.
No. Are you going to use this side?
Yeah.
The long side? Yes. Good. Thank you, Walla. Okay, so every table has this piece of paper, and this piece of paper gives you examples of what body parts you can measure, you can compare to your card, okay? And everybody is going to get one of these sheets. And it's asking you for 3 body parts that are shorter and 3 body parts that are longer. So who can help me with the first comparison? Gerald, what do you want to compare? Come on up. You can come here. What do you want to compare? Do you want to use one of these, or do you want to think of your own? Your torso? So if you don't know, your torso is right here, the middle part of your body. Okay, Gerald. So stand up nice and tall. Let's measure. Stand up nice and tall. Stand up. Gerald, stand up. That's okay. Do you want to pick another body part? Or do you want to stick to that? Your hands? Okay, show everyone your hand. Okay, so I'm going to take, or Jarrell's going to take his index card, and he's going to put it right next to his hand, maybe on this side, Jarrell, next to your pinky, like this. Can you hold the index card with your other hand? Is the index card shorter or longer than your hand? It's longer next to his. So you're going to line it up. Make sure, that's important. We're lining it up with the bottom of his hand. Wow. It looks like it might be the same. Look, your finger goes here and the index card is there. Which one is shorter?
Mine.
What do you think, Cheryl? They're the same. Okay. Do you want, okay. So if they're the same, let's pick another body part. What friend would like us to pick another body part? Thank you, Jarrell. We're looking for a shorter or longer body part. So Jarrell's hand is the same size as his index card, so he's not going to put it here because we're looking for shorter or longer. I might put it there because my hand is much longer than the index card. It's going to be different for everybody. So we'll try. Sam, come over here and pick a body part. Your foot? Okay. Stand up next to the index card. And we're going to make sure that we're lining it up, right? Is that lined up with the front of your foot? Which one is shorter? So your foot is longer than the index card. Okay, so this is what we have to do, boys and girls. Sam's foot, thank you, Sam. Sam's foot is longer than the index card. Am I going to put it here where it says shorter? No, I'm going to put it here where it says longer. So I'm going to draw my foot. This is my foot. My shoe. And then I'm going to write.
Not funny when you laugh.
Thank you. I'm going to write foot. Foot. If I don't know how to spell it, can I look at this piece of paper? This piece of paper tells me how to spell it. Foot. Foot. Good. Okay. Now I need one thing that's shorter than my card. Angela, what's shorter? What do you think is shorter than your card? Yen, what do you think is shorter than your card? I love that, your ear. Do you think that Yen would be able to actually see whether her ear is shorter or not? Might she need a friend for help? I think she might need a friend for help. Do you want to help Yen measure if her ear is shorter or longer than the card? So line it up at the bottom next to her ear, and you're going to help her figure out, is her ear shorter or longer? Yes, exactly. Is it lined up at the bottom?
Maybe the card is so big.
Okay, is her ear shorter or longer?
Shorter.
Okay, Yen, nice guess. So I'm going to go over here where it says shorter, and I'm going to draw my ear.
You have to move it down? No.
You're going to draw. No, you're just going to draw, and you're going to label. Thank you, Sam, for asking. Actually, you can do your best. just do your best. And there's this paper here that every table has. Every table has, and it has the spelling, just in case you don't know. And I might be confused on how to spell ear, so I'm going to look over here. This ear is kind of tricky. Ear. Ear. Okay. So, boys and girls, you are going to find things that are small, shorter, and longer than your index.